Welcome back to the voice over video between Liberator Garmol and the highly anticipated Nova Grappler's Victor from the latest set, the Galaxy Stargate. So it seems that card is going first, he draws, and writes into Isgao Liberator and passes his turn. Wei's turn, he draws, he writes Gunstorm, and swings at the Vanguard. Trigger check, and checking the perfect guard. Card checking a stand trigger, unfortunately. Card writes Stiletto Hawk. Calls up Brandius to the left. And calls up Aggro getting the rush going. Counterblast 1, check the top 3 and super recall 1 unit onto the field. Really good rush early game. This is one of the specialty of Liberators right now. So Brandius skill, whenever a unit is caught from the deck, it gains a 2k power and the counter charge ability when it hits. So it's really good because this way Aggro skill is basically for free if the attack hits. So Aggro swings at 10k. Wei doesn't got that and takes 1 damage. Stiletto attacks the Vanguard. A heal trigger, widening the damage gap of both players. Giving 5k to Brandius, but Wei counters with the heal trigger and card attacks with Brandius. Wei checks the critical trigger but it's not helpful at this time. Wei writes Magical Performer, calls Gosachi to the left. Magical Performer attacks this side. A really good strategy because this way, card will not be able to utilize Counterblast during its next turn. He gives the power to Gosachi and Gosachi attacks the Aggro Veil. Card writes with Gamma Excel. And calls Stiletto Hawk to the left side. But he decides to change it to the right anyway. So Liberator Gamma attacks the Vanguard, checks the heal trigger, really unfortunate, but getting that G-Guard into the hand is really useful. 5k to Stiletto Hawk attacks for 15. Wei guards at 15k because it is really difficult to guard during the late game. A good play by Wei. Wei's turn stand and draw, and he writes the brand new Zubat Victor from Galaxy Stargate, and he strikes. He strikes into the winning champ Victor. Strike break skill, count blast 1 and draw 1 card. And you may super call 1 card from your hand and then give one of your rearguards the ability. When this unit attacks, you may resend one of your other rearguards. A really powerful strike break skill. He calls out the critical trigger at the back so that we will be able to resend it and trigger winning champ Victor skill. Gosachi attacks the Vanguard, he activates ability. When this unit attacks, you can counterblast 1 and resend one of your rearguards. He resends the back row and triggers winning champ skill. Whenever unit is restand, you may soul blast 1 and flip up 1 G unit. If you do, both unit gives us 5k power. A really good skill because you want to rack up that face up G units in order to favorite champ Victor. Wei attacks with the Victor. Victor's given skill, when this unit attack, resend your other rearguard. He resend Gosachi. And therefore activating winning champ skill again. So blast 1, flip another one. Right now winning champ, it is at GB3 at the first turn. Really impressive. And Gosachi skill, whenever this unit is resent by card effect, it gains 7k. 5k guard, card intercepts with Stiletto Hawk. And then he activates Vic Head, counterblast 1 and enters a soul. If you do, you can draw 1 card and give 1 unit plus 2k power. So he gives the power to Gosachi. And then, if you have no face-up counterblast, you may countercharge 1, basically making its ability free. Wei swings with winning champ. Card doesn't guard it. Trigger check. Drive check 1. Drive check 2. A heal trigger. Really what Wei needs right now in order to catch up. So he gives 5k to Gosachi. Card takes 1 damage. Garmol liberated the damage. So GB3 skill. At the end of the battle, he can draw 1 card and retire one of the lowest power on your opponent's rearguard circle. Really good because especially if you're going first, you'll be able to retire their starter before they can use it. So Gosachi attacks, card doesn't guard, and cards gets a heal trigger. Wow, so many heals in this game. So during at the end of turn, Zubat Victor has his skill. If you have 1 or less face-up damage, you can counter charge 1. And if you have 1 or less soul, you can soul charge 1. And then, if you trigger both abilities, you can draw 1 card. It is a incredibly powerful skill because you will be able to gain back resources and draw additional cards to your hand. Right now, Nova Grappler has a really good balance of attack and offense because it is able to gain advantage during turns that it is not rushing. So it's card's turn, card's generation strike. He strikes into Solemn Glitter and activates the Strike Break skill. Counterblast 1 and look at the top 3 cards and Superior Call 2 Liberators onto the field. He Superior Calls Brandis and the Horse. Brandis gives us 2k and the counter charging skill. And use Solemn Glitter skill, Counterblast 1, look at top 3 Superior Call 2. Superior Calling Aggro Bell and the Horse at the back gains with 7k power. So this 10k guard. Wei guards it with 10k. Solemn Glitter attacks the Vanguard. Wei uses the Perfect Guard. Perfect Guard skill. If you control a Victor Vanguard, you can counter blast 1 to draw 1 card. It is incredibly powerful. Basically allows you to replenish your hand. First check, second check, third check, or blank. So 15k guard because of the power gain, Wei no guards. Damage count is 3 is a 2. And it's Wei's turn. Wei discard a strike for the strike. And he strikes with the favorite Tramp Victor once again. So Wei activates Strike Break skill. Counterblast 1, draw 1 card. He chooses not to call a card onto the rearguard circle. And he gives Victor the ability to resend a unit when he attacks. He activates the critical trigger skill, counterblast 1 and send it to the soul. Select 2 face-down cards in your damage zone or your field and turn them face up. Really good against Link Joker or for that free counter charge. So Wei calls another critical trigger. He calls the Perfect Guard anticipating the Gurgit Helios. Gosachi skill, when he attacks he can restand. He restands the Perfect Guard at the back, triggering Winning Champ skill, Soul Blast 1 and giving power to both units. Card intercepts with both units on this field. Wei attacks with Victor. Victor given skill, he will restand one of the rearguards. Wei stands Gosachi, triggering Winning Champ Soul Blast skill to give both units plus 5k. And Gosachi skill, Gosachi will be able to gain 7k when it restands. So it's 5k guard. Then Wei swings with Winning Champ, no guard. First check, second check, a critical trigger. And powers to the Gosachi. Third check. So that's 2 damage. First check, second check, both blanks. GB3 skill, retire 1 and draw 1 additional card. Fantastic advantage. So Gosachi attacks. Card uses Degeneration Guard. Calling Slimy Flare, so he returns one of the horse to the bottom of the deck and Superior Call 1. It is a 25,000 to guard, so cause a critical trigger onto the Guardian Circle, so that's enough to guard. So Zubat skill, at the end of the turn, basically Soul Charge 1, Counter Charge 1 and draw 1 card. So much advantage. Stand and draw. discard a copy of Gamma to strike. Card strikes into Gurgit Helios, a fantastic choice. Calls the horse. He calls the horse behind Gurgit and calls up Brenius. So both horse gain 7k power because Brenius enters the field. And since 2 units are caught, Card is able to activate Gurgit Helios skill, Unite Persona Flip to gain a drive check +1, making it a Quadra drive. He swings with Gurgit Helios boosted by Horse. GB3 ability activates, it gains a 5k power for each of your own rearguard, it gains additional 15k, making it a 50,000 rearguard. And Wei doesn't guard, first check, second check, a critical trigger, third check, nothing, Wei check a crit, nope, it is a stand trigger. Still really good drive check by Card. So it's 2 damage to Wei. So Brandis attacks for a 25k guard. Wei uses the Generation Guard. Unfortunately, he's unable to activate the skill because he has more rearguards than Card. Generation Guard skill, if Wei has less rearguards than Card, he will be able to gain extra 10k shield. Wei binds 2 heals in order to countercharge 1. And Card actually uses Galmor's skill, and during end of the turn you can send back 2 Liberators to the bottom deck to draw 1 card, anticipating that huge play from Wei during the next turn with Favorite Champ Victor. Wei strikes into Favorite Champ Victor, the boss monster of the deck, and activate the strike skill count +1, draw 1, and calls about Magical Performer, and gives it the ability to reset another unit. We activate this critical trigger skill to countercharge 2. And calls a Gyrohawk behind the Magical Performer. Magical Performer swings at Gamma for 10k guard. Magical Performer, given skill when this unit attacks, he can restart another rearguard, so he restands the Gyrohawk. So right now it is 10k guard. Card guards with a 10k shield. Wei swings with Gosachi, once per turn ability, count +1 and restand the Magical Performer. And Magical Performer skill triggers. When this unit restands, it gains a 5k power for face-up G unit. So right now it gains +30k. Wow, that is crazy because with Favorite Champ Victor, it is able to attack multiple times. So Card is actually in huge trouble right now. And Wei attacks with Magical Performer. Card doesn't got that. He checks the stand trigger and gives 5k power to Gamma, softening incoming attacks. Wei attacks with Favorite Champ Victor. Card uses a perfect guard. So triple drive check, first check, second check, third check, there's no triggers. And at the end of the battle, he may count +2 and discard a card to restand rearguards equals to the number of face-up G units. So right now he has 6 G units, so he basically restands the whole field. And then Victor's second skill is, if 3 or more units were to restand from this ability, he can discard 3 cards and restand the Vanguard and countercharge 1. The best thing about it, it is not once per turn, so as long as Wei has the hand cards, he will be able to reset again. So Gosachi's skill, gain +7k when he restands. Gosachi attacks for 15k guard, have to guard it or it's game over, but it's only 10k because Gamo has 5k power. Wei swings with Magical Performer for 35k guard, is really big. So Card decides to guard it with the Perfect Guard instead because it is too big. Card uses the Generation Guard against the Favorite Champ Victor. So Generation Guard skill count +1 and flip out with G Guardian face up. Look at the top 2 cards of the deck and super call it to the Guardian Circle. So it causes a critical trigger, so giving additional 10k shield. So it is low pass because it's only a single drive check. So no triggers check. So at the end of battle, Wei once again activate favorite champ Victor's skill, resend the whole field, and resend the Vanguard at the cost of discarding 4 cards. It is really broken because right now, the winning champ Victor from the later set enables Wei to turbo his deck in order to go into earlier favorite champ plays, which is extremely devastating. And once again, the insanely powered magical performer has restand. Unfortunately for card, it is over for him. So if Wei still has additional 4 cards in his hand, he will be able to activate one again and again and again until he runs out of Counter Blast and hand size. Wei swings with Gosachi for 10k guard, card guards it with a stand trigger. Magical performer attacks, card is unable to guard, and it's game.